Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my second episode in the series of ethnic recipes from around the world. I've always wanted to try so many different recipes, so I decided to make this a series, and every single Sunday you're going to see a new ethnic recipe, something that I've never ever made before. And today I'm going to be making a Passover pineapple kugel. So this looks really good. I found the recipe online. And the first recipe that I started with last Sunday was a Lebanese chicken recipe that I've actually made numerous times before, and it turned out great. But going forward, I really want to try things that I've never made before. So I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to try different recipes, but either I didn't have the time or some other excuse. But I figure if I commit to my channel and promise that I'm going to make a new ethnic recipe every single Sunday, I think that I would definitely stick to that because I'm actually getting so excited about it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to make. I had like 6 or 7 recipes in mind, and I went out and bought ingredients for so many things, but I narrowed it down to this. So I'm going to get started and show you what I'm going to do by mixing my ingredients and getting started with this. And I'm going to have the full recipe in the description in case you're interested. Okay, I think I have a lot of my ingredients prepared. I crushed some pineapple in the food processor. So what I'm going to do is I used canned pineapple for the filling, and I'm going to use my fresh pineapple for the topping, and I'll show you how I do that. But the first thing they want me to do is to add my cream cheese and sugar. So make sure that your cream cheese, of course, is as soft as can be, so it mixes well. Get that put in. Okay, throw this away. And so then you're going to add about a half a cup of sugar. And I only have one measuring cup, and I have it right here, and I already have my flour in it. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I kind of know what a half a cup of sugar is, so let's see. And you know what? I have made cheesecakes before and they turned out amazing. And this is just so similar, I think, except it really has no crust. So it's going to be kind of like a cake and a cheesecake, if that makes sense, because there's flour in this recipe. Half a cup? Okay, that's good enough. If it's a little less than half a cup, that's fine, because the pineapple can be really sweet. So now I'm going to mix the sugar and the cream cheese. Okay, you don't actually need a mixer at all. The reason why I used a mixer is because this recipe actually called for whipped cream cheese. So I decided just to mix it, whip it, and incorporate some air into it so it looks like this now. And now let's see the next thing they want me to do. I'm reading the recipe right here. Okay, slowly pour in your flour and baking powder. So now I'm going to pour in my flour, and it calls for a half a cup of flour. And let's see, how much baking powder? 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And next it says, add the baking powder, crushed pineapple oil and mixed well. I'm also going to be adding my crushed pineapple now. Like I said, I'll put the exact measurements in the recipe, in the description. Okay, what else did it want me to add? Let's see. I have the baking powder, I have the pineapple. A half a cup of oil, neutral flavored oil. That's a lot of oil. Huh. Well, they say half a cup, I'm putting half a cup. If it doesn't turn out, it's not going to be my fault. Half a cup of oil. What else? Didn't it say vanilla or something? Vanilla, do I have vanilla? I forgot about that. I'm sure I do somewhere. I do. So I'm going to add vanilla. How much? 1 teaspoon. So this is the vanilla extract I have. What did it say? Half a teaspoon? So about half of this. There we go. Am I missing anything before I mix this all up? Pineapple oil. A little lumpy is totally fine. Just in case anybody doesn't know, which I know you guys don't know me, I love to cook and I can prepare any dinner and any meal. But as far as baking goes, see, you know what I did? I almost left off the eggs. So I just happened to see them there. And I think that's it. So this is a 1 bowl recipe. That's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to get this mixed up. And it says lumpy is okay. I hope this doesn't go all over the place. Like I said, this is new to me. I'm not a baker, but I'm trying new things. So if this goes all over the place, you're going to see that too. Just got splattered a little, but that's okay. So it is a little lumpy, like they said. I'm glad they said it's going to be okay if it's a little lumpy. So I think I'm going to make it in this pan right here. I think this is going to look nice. And I want to cut some fresh pineapple and put pineapple all over it. I just want it to be a really, really nice presentation. If I have any left over, maybe I'll make some individuals. So let me get this well sprayed. So definitely don't want it to stick. Yeah, so this is going to be like a cheesecake in a cake, I guess. There's actually not, I don't think there's going to be enough for an individual. Maybe I'll make 1 or 2 individual ones. That's what it looks like. It has a strange consistency, like pudding. Okay. I'm just going to maybe see if I can make 1 or 2 individual just to see what it turns out like. Maybe 2. 2. rest in here. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my fresh pineapple cut up and I'm going to get it put into slices. Then I'm going to show you how I decorate the top of these two, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm just going to cut the pineapple. I decided just to let you go ahead and watch me cut the pineapple. So I might as well get this done. What I'm going to do is just, this is how I do it. If there's an easier way, you can let me know, but I cut the top and the bottom off of a fresh pineapple. So this is how I always cut it. It may not be perfectly round, but the slices, but it works easiest and fastest for me. And I don't want any of this hard stuff on there. Let me aim it. One second, my camera's having some malfunctions. There we go. Anyway, the table's shaking. Let me cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, still cutting the fresh pineapple. I got most of the dark hard spots off, so that's what I was really trying to do. It was kind of like shaking the camera, and my tripod is not that sturdy. This looks really good. Look at that. It's amazing. So I'm going to use some of this, and I'm just going to eat some of this pineapple. So I don't want to cut myself. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is cut the middle out, put a few pieces on the little ones right here. Just put a chunk there and a chunk there. I'll show you up close in a minute. But I need a small knife to cut the core out. I just have a certain look that I want it to look like. Okay. So this is kind of thicker than I wanted, but that's going to be okay. That's not what I want. I kind of know what I want in my own mind, it's hard to explain it. And I know there has to be an easier way to cut pineapple, but this is kind of how I wanted it. Just, you know what? The recipe called for canned pineapples. That's why they were smaller and fit better. I just wanted to use fresh. One right there, maybe one more. That's kind of thick. I don't know, maybe some pieces. There. Okay. This is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like right now. And I'm going to bake it. And I'm still having second thoughts. I'm not liking the way that pineapple looks. I just don't like it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe, is it too late to make a different decoration? I just don't like it. If I'm going to do this, it better be like how I want it. Okay. Let's go with idea number 2. Still fresh pineapples, but I'm going to try to make it prettier. How's that? So, can you see what I'm doing back here? I'll show you. I'm just trying to make it like a little prettier than having a some giant, thick pieces of pineapple on it. Maybe more bite size. That's how I decided to put the pineapples on instead of whole rings because it was really big. I just cut them up really small, and I added a tiny bit of cinnamon. So I'm going to just do 2 small tiny ones too. So I'm going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes at 350, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's all done. I think it turned out really nice. The presentation isn't exactly what I had in mind, but as long as it turns out really good and it tastes really good, that's all that matters. So I'm going to see what it looks like after it gets done. This is the finished product, everyone. I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised. I started getting pleasantly surprised and impressed when my whole house started smelling amazing. When I saw what this turned out like, I was so happy. If you saw towards the end of my video, I was getting kind of worried about what it was going to look like the presentation. So I knew it would taste good because I could follow a recipe, but oh my God, it looks amazing. I have never made this in my life. If someone was to tell me that I'm going to be making Kugel on YouTube 3 years ago, I would have thought they were crazy, but I just absolutely love it. So this was the whole point of my series, trying new things, not just with cooking. I just want to include this in all aspects of my life, trying new things that I've never tried before. So that was the first commitment I made with my channel. I'm going to be making a new ethnic recipe, some type of recipe from all over the world every single Sunday. So that is this Sunday's recipe. It turned out amazing. And sometimes they won't turn out so amazing, but it's a learning process. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe so we can learn together and try new things together. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, also, I'm glad that I made the 2 small ones because this turned out so beautiful that I'm actually taking it to work. So I'm going to share that with my coworkers. And these 2 little ones I've already tried. I'll show you what they look like on the bottom. They turned out so brown, and they taste like a pineapple cake. I was thinking they were going to taste more like a cheesecake, but yeah, it's more like a cake, a very, very unique flavor. Just amazing. So I'm going to put the complete recipe in the description, and if you have any comments or suggestions on other recipes I can make, please leave them below. And again, if you're new, please subscribe. I appreciate every single subscriber that subscribes to my channel. I'm a new channel, so every time I get a new subscriber, I am just so excited. So I'm excited about this too. I am so happy. So anyway, thank you so much for watching.